How's it going, FIFA fans? Great to see you. Oh, had my iPad turned up. How's it going? It's hot. If you live in England, it's hot, guys. It's like 30 odd degrees. It's ridiculous. I'm sat in my small little in my study and I'm dying. I was like, the idea of putting the mask on and then having the lights in front of me, I was like, oh, this is brutal. Of course, we're doing it this time because the World Cup. The World Cup is really interfering with the streams at the moment, which is a pain, you know. Goddamn World Cup, getting in the way of my streams, forcing me to do it earlier than I would like to do. Because yeah, usually I wouldn't be able to do it this time. But of course, we've got the Belgian game coming up at 7. I want to watch that, so I'm gonna have a couple of beers, probably watch that with the balcony doors open. Get nice and cool after I've become a bit of a sweatbox sat in here. But yeah, it's been glorious weather. It's been amazing weather, to be honest, in England for the past couple of weeks. I've never known it like it. It's global warming at its very best. I'm sure people disagree. Anyway, let's say hello to a few people. I think that's probably a good place to start. So, I got more people than I thought at this time. I thought a lot of people would be busy, as it is Monday, of course. But let me say hello to Manav Singh, George Youngday, Tippy, good to see you, Andres Stepanovs, DMK, MC United, Chris K, Hola, Yash Raker, Sage, nice easy name there, Nico, good to have you here, Gabriel Bullock, Dirty Limbs, Johan, Stephen Foster, Louis Rafferty, Isaac Levine, and Blorez. I'll leave it there for now. And everyone else and anyone else who is on the stream that either hasn't said hello or I just haven't mentioned, unfortunately. So now let's have a recap first of all. We have bought in to the series, the Dice of Destiny, and that's what we did the last thing we did in the stream yesterday. So of course the Dice of Destiny, at the end of the stream, we basically roll a dice, and the dice will determine the player, depending on his shirt number, and then we roll the dice again, and that will determine his oh, I thought I updated this. It will determine what the outcome is. Now we've already used 7. I have updated that. I don't know why it's not. Come on. So yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. It was bizarre. The defender that picked up, it was a good trait. Unfortunately, a bit wasted on him because he really didn't need what he got, and that was an increase in attacking work rate. So Fate said that he should be slightly more attacking in his work rate. So a little bit of it would have been better to get it with someone perhaps. Maybe, I don't know, who would we probably want that on? Maybe a defender that hasn't got a high. That's probably a good shout. I'm sure I know we have got a defender that hasn't got a high. Yeah, like for example, Clavins. It would be ideal to have Clavins on a high. Abreu even. It would be good to have him on a high for sure. Crikey, I completely forgot about that. So yeah, we've got a bit of a nerve-wracking time to see what comes up. What comes back with that. Of course, we have got to. I've still, unfortunately, with time, guys, but again, because this is an earlier stream than usual for a weekday, I've only had time to update KO, as we're going to call him. But also, guys, what I really would like is, because my brain, it can only hold so much when it comes to the backstory. So I do find myself sat there a little bit like, okay, what backstory, especially with when it comes to players, or sorry, not players, like nationalities that I don't know anything about, which I think that's fair to say. Like a lot of people, perhaps, let's say if you're Indian, you might have a better knowledge of your homeland, or you might just want to come up with a cool backstory. So I kind of think it keeps it a bit refreshing, not just the same kind of recycled stuff that my small brain can come up with. But anyway, let's introduce the man KO. Okay, so here he is. Here is KO. Now, Il Yong Ko, or KO. He's kit number 26. He's a left-footed player, we know that. 6'3". He's got a 4-star skill move and a 3-star weak foot, which is pretty darn phenomenal. He's an overall 62. He has low attacking work rate, which I think we've seen. He's been amazing in terms of his defensive ability. He's been absolutely awesome. He's been the defender that we wanted for a long time, especially in the academy story, the previous academy story as well. We wanted a defender like this. At 6'3", he's happy days. North Korea, which is a first for us. He can play centre back and right back. He has an overall rating or potential rating between 76 and 92, and he's just a young lad at 16. Now, this backstory, what I'll start doing is I'll start putting the name of the person that comes up, the backstory as well. So apologies for that. But I like this story. I thought it was good, and it just showed the knowledge, like I said, of someone that maybe knows the country that we're referring to. So Ko was a lucky child, as he grew up in, okay, here we go, just get ready to slate me for this pronunciation, Pyongyang. His father, a military general, and his mother, a maiden for the leader. As Ko grew up, he became obsessed with football. He supported Rimyong-su Sports Club in North Korea. However, unlike his family, he fled away from the country and took up the sport, going through the academy after academy until he found the right team. And we were that right team. So that's Ko's story. We don't know how long is... That's the other thing with these players, guys. We don't know how long these stories are going to last, because boom, just like that with the Dice of Destiny, everything can be taken from them, and they could have that career-ending injury, and that's it. So, just bear that one in mind. Looking forward to Aurora's story. This guy still, I reckon, great things ahead for him. It would be awesome. I mean, he's got a 5 and 5. It would be awesome to perhaps get something like the +10 physical attribute boost on him. I know he's got 92 acceleration, but imagine that, guys. A 99 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, 90 agility, 98 balance, jumping. Like, it could make up for his height. Not as if it's a bad thing being short, but we have found he struggles a little bit. And that brings me on to really, we talk about staff now. Now, I do apologise for your eyes here, because this is usually usually I can take away the green, but it was not allowing me to do it on OBS. So here we go. So the first member of staff we're going to look at here, like I say, just wear some sunglasses for that horrendous green. But he's the master of physical development. He works one-on-one with the players to boost all physical attributes by +5. So we need to start thinking about when we want to use Frank and who we want to use him on. Okay, so I think what I'm going to ask at the end of this stream is if you could just say the players that you would like to see that +5 on, and then I can get a poll going, because otherwise it makes it quite difficult if I'm just going through the players, to be honest. So that's Frankie boy. The next player we have is Simon. Simon is the Master Scout, and I want to send him out as soon as possible, really. We're going to send him to wherever you guys want. Again, if you leave in the comment section or even in the chat, I can go back over the chat and have a look. But just, it can be anywhere, guys. Anywhere that we're able to send a scout to. Not in terms of the vanilla game. I mean, like, absolutely anywhere in terms of with the table. So, yeah, have a think about that and then leave in the comments. And then we're going to send Simon out. And he could come back next stream, for example. And yeah, he'll come back with a player that will be very unique, different from everyone else, because they will have very particular traits. So yeah, we'll bear that one in mind. And then finally, the one that we will be using in a second will be Deborah. And Deborah is the Master Sports Scientist, who takes the squad through some very special recovery session after the match, just so that we have some stamina left. So yeah, so that's it, guys, in terms of the staff. Like I say, just the best way I can think about doing it to make sure that it goes with one of the viewers is if you just leave in the comments. That's the best way to do it. So either in the chat now, and I can go back and have a look at it, or after the stream if you want to leave it. If you're not watching it now, for example, I can go back and then I can come back in the next stream and let you guys know where it is. I think that's probably the best way. We're keeping it a secret. We'll send Simon away. So yeah, we'll keep it a bit of a surprise. Just remember, we can't go to countries we've already been to, okay? So we can't go, for example, to Panama, where we got one of the Torres brothers from, who was very special, the Torres brothers. We can't go to any of these places, so just bear that one in mind. But yeah, same goes with the physical attributes. Just who would you like to see have a boost? And again, I know it's difficult because really we don't know the We don't know them inside out. But if I just quickly click down, you can see here, I mean, a lot of them have got good pace. Is there anyone that really stands out as not having very good pace? What are Sabres? 87, that's not too bad. 70. So, for example, KO would be pretty good with that pace boost, I imagine. Abreu, he's a big guy though, isn't he? 6'6". Kano's our fastest player. He's got that pretty phenomenal sprint speed and 97. Wow, have some of that. So yeah, that's the plan for now. For this episode, we because we can only have 30 players in the squad, and because we can have only 30 players in the squad, otherwise it becomes unmanageable in terms of the players. They'll all be wanting to play, and some of them start losing their story. So we can only get another 2 more players before we start thinking about loaning players that perhaps not using. So we're not going to be in any hurry to just keep sending scouts out. But Simon is going to be the push for sure. And then we can get 1 more player after that before we have to send someone else out. Unless someone does get that career-ending injury in this stream. Let's hope not. So for the rest of this episode, whatever we want to call it, I've had a look at the league table. So we've got Blackpool in the league. We have Wickham, we've got Port Vale, and then we've got Yeovil, and then next one we've got Carlisle, Swindon, Notts County, Norwich. So what I actually want to do, because we've been smashing like the getting the scout reports out there and stuff, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to focus just getting through the season a little bit more now, and I wanted to get to the beginning of February really. And that's because usually we send Simon out in January, so it would make sense if we can get through all of January, and then yeah, beginning of next stream we can have a look at who Simon's come back with, and yeah, and see who Frank's trained over that time. So look at it that way. Whoever you leave in the comments, yeah, that's would have been taking effect whilst we're doing this. Okay, so it's just a way of getting through a couple of the games. So of course we're not going to be able to play all these. So where I was going with it, Blackpool, so Blackpool, Wickham, Yeovil, Carlisle, Swindon, and Newport. We're going to sim those games. Then so the games we're going to play against Port Vale. We're going to play obviously the Emirates FA Cup, and then we're just going to play against Notts County. And that's only because if we look at the league now very quickly, we will see that in terms of the leaderboard, I mean, Stevenage is down there, Newport's down there, Carlisle's down there, Wickham's down there, Yeovil's down there, Blackpool's down there. So really, the only people we should be worried about, of course, Swindon's up there, but that's a home game for us, so we should expect to win that, is Port Vale, that perhaps might pose a problem. So I kind of thought, well, there's no point us just playing games, you know, just the ones that they should be dead certs even away. Touch wood. So the first thing we do now is we are just going to we're going to sim the first game. So we got a pretty well rested team. What we're going to look at doing is we're going to keep an eye on the stamina. When things get bad, we're going to bring Deborah in straight away, but hopefully we can get up to a good start here. Bit of a rotation squad. We've got Hughes, Clavins, Diaz, Abreu, White, Sakara, Mamadov, Cooper, Saber, Illyri, and Cordoba. So still these, I wouldn't say there's anyone in there. I like Coops, but perhaps Samuel's just ahead of him. Crikey, nothing doing at the moment. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, you're joking me. Okay. Right, okay, well that's disappointing. I thought that would be a dead cert. But Saber manages to pull us level, and we get a point from it. But we are, I mean, it's close. We still got a game in hand, so if we win that, we're going to go top again. And it's against Wickham, so hopefully we can pull something out here. This is a home game, so hopefully we can pull something out there. Let's have a look at anyone we're going to play. They're all tired. So yeah, that's pretty good rotations there. Maybe we just get Januzaj on. Goodmanson actually instead of Dady, because Dady started the last game. Cool. Whilst I'm simming that, actually, you guys can just keep an eye. I like to keep an eye on the comments so I don't miss stuff. Right, we need a winner. Hello, Masood, how's it going? Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a little while. How are we doing up here? 1-0 Prince. About time Prince got on the scoreboard, to be honest. The Bahamas. The Bahamas, that's a good shout. Oh, you're joking again? What is going on with the team? We can't seem to get any luck. And wait, I literally just looked down. Wolf injured. Oh, guys, this is not what I expected. I looked at it and I went and I was like, you know what? No, we're winning. We're winning these games. We'll sim them and we'll be absolutely fine. Oh, come on, let's not. Okay, he got a bruised rib. Right, let's. That's lucky. Okay, so that's the Jamaican coming to the office to say happy days, and Coops is coming to say he wants to play a little bit more. Can never keep him happy, can you? Right, so I think we're going to be able to play this game, and then Deborah's going to definitely have to come. Look at this! Is such crazy logic. Like, how on earth does EA even like? I don't get it, because we played against Yeovil. 2 days later, you play against Blackpool. 3 days later, you play against Wickham. 2 days later, you play against Port Vale. Okay, like, it's unlikely that would ever happen, but then you have a freaking day break, and then you play against Yeovil. And then you have a day break, and you play against Carlisle. Then a 2 day break against Swindon. It's freaking insane. It's crazy. We had this problem in the Academy story the first time, which is why we brought Deborah in, because we had no players on any stamina. We were like, okay, they're on 50% stamina. What do we do? Right, so we're going to start with, I think we're going to start with Daly up front, because he played fantastic last game. And we got Yanazai, the big guy. Who else? Anyone else who's got a lot of stamina, please? Actually, Cobbs can play centre attacking midfielder. Should we just go for an absolute beast in terms of height? So we got 2 6'6" players in our top 3 there. We'll have Weber on the bench with O'Leary. Defensively, okay, we bring on Diaz for KO. Sanchez is doing pretty well. Actually, can Coops play centre attacker? He can play centre mid. I'll tell you what, we're going to bring on. He can play right. We'll take off Corbs because it makes more sense to have a little bit more pace out wide. And Cooper has come to the office. We respect Cooper, so you know we won't hold that against him. It's not like Weber when he came to the office like 3 days into the season was like, "I'm not playing enough, play me." You're like, dude, come on. We've hardly even started the season. You can't come crying to the office. Right, so this is the first game we're playing. Two games drawn so far. That's freaking crap. That's the best way to say it. It's just crap. Okay, so we'll play this game. And then the next game, yeah, without a doubt, we're going to have to use Debs. Or should we use Debs now? Probably use Debs now. I am definitely worried about. Sorry guys, I'm just loading up the table in the background. I really am worried about this Dice of Destiny because I just know how our luck's been recently in terms of the games. I really am just thinking we're gonna end up losing like one of the players that are just amazing, and we're gonna be like, wow, awesome. Cheers then. Cheers. Okay. Oh, we don't know what team we're going to be. Okay, let's do this. Let's play. Alright, make sure we can break out, see the different teams with the kit colours. Happy birthday, Will. It's Will's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you, bud. He's got the weather for it for sure. How's it going, Ryan Stanring? Good to have you, mate. Once again, George, just reminding everybody that Daddy is his daddy. You like to get that in every stream, just in case people forget. French Guinea, can Guini. That's good. I don't know I don't know what that is. I don't think we can. Right. Let's do this. This is a pretty strong team, to be honest. We should definitely be winning it. I'll be disappointed if we don't. Wait a second. Where's O'Leary? Oh, shoot. I changed the formation. I was flicking through, obviously, and I changed it. That's such a noob move. I was trying to work out the stamina situation. I was trying to work out when the best time, whether we use Deborah this game or the next game. Lucky enough, to be honest, the formation doesn't differ too much. It's the same formation, just incorporating the centre attacking mids opposed to the wingers or the right and left. So really, oh, go on then. Oh. So yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference. Right, O'Leary almost in though. That was a promising start for us. At least Coops is playing as he just watches the ball go out. Go on in. Oh, nicely done. Sakara. Corbs is there. Can we time it right? Oh, Davis just getting in the way of that. Hopefully you guys are psyched for the new series coming. That was shocking by O'Leary. The legendary legends. I'm looking forward to doing that. It's a shame actually that not everyone has the option just to use the legends in career mode. I know some people probably wouldn't like it, but I mean really, like, unless you play Ultimate Team and you do have money or just completely amazing pack luck, or you use the loan packs, like, you don't really get to use all the icon players. I got Ronaldo, a 97 Ronaldo in the World Cup edition. Not loan, I actually got him. It was in the packs you get at the start. I was like, what? I didn't think. I was sort of, what's gone in EA's head here? They're giving you good players. Well, that's bizarre. That was bizarre. Literally running onto that. Clavins. Oh, look at that. What was that by Bizarre? He headed it back into the area when he really should have been putting it away. Right. Oh, that was... Oh, we got lucky there because I saw Coops making the run and then he just kind of stopped. Corbs. Oh, Cordoba. Cooper. Oh, Cooper just. I mean, it was such a team effort, but oh, yeah, okay, got a deflection. We accept that. We accept a deflection. Saber. Oh, and Saber gets on the score sheet. I don't even think he's touched the ball. First time he's been on the ball, and we haven't really seen much of him. The guy from he's Tunisian, isn't he? We haven't really seen much of him because he plays out on the left, but I think we've got quite a few better players than him at this stage. But what a header! Okay, get there, buddy. Clavins, one of the new guys, relatively new. I mean, really, they're all the academy players are new at the moment. I wouldn't say anyone's really I think Dady's played incredibly well. JJ and Prince, we haven't seen a great deal of those two really recently doing anything to their ability. But this is the first season, and really, go on then. As time goes on, we start to notice how different players just start to pop up more than others and shine through. It happened in the other academy story, like players you wouldn't think Well, the one player for went. Oh, go on then. Go on, Louis. Oh! Oh! That was a stunning bit of technique, that. The ball coming overhead. That is incredibly difficult. That would have been a phenomenal goal. You guys looking forward to the Belgian game, I'm assuming? I guess it's not. It's probably not as competitive as the others today. Well, the other today, I should say, really. Just in front of O'Leary. But it affects, of course, England's group. Not group, you know, next. Well, it doesn't really affect us, but no, that's a lie. It doesn't even affect us at all, really. Oh, Corbs. Oh, what's that defender doing? Cordoba. Please tell me he's left-footed and I didn't just mess that up on his left. He is a left-footed player. That was shocking. Lukaku just score a hat-trick. I reckon the Hazard brothers. Hazard brothers, why not? Thorgan and Eden. Do you know that there's 4 brothers? There's 4 Hazard brothers. There's is it Kyan and there's the other one as well. Is it Kian or there's they're all very, they all look incredibly similar, but apparently there's the younger one that's meant to be insane. Killian. Like, talk about like good genes, man. 4 brothers, all pretty sick at football. Unless it's not genes, it's just, you know, practice, determination. Oh, that was better by Cordoba. He struck that a lot better. Yeah, that's what I heard as well about. There's Eden Hazard. Well, of course, because not his. Well, I've just lost the name. So there's. Oh my days! I've just mentioned him. Not Killian. It was the other Hazard. He plays for. He was at Chelsea. Mönchengladbach. Oh my! How have I just forgotten that? Thorgan. There we go. Thorgan. Yeah, Thorgan Hazard. He's one of the. He's slightly younger, isn't he, than Eden? He's a good player, to be honest. Then there's the one in between who isn't, as far as I know, very good. He signed for Chelsea. Oh, Cordoba. Oh my days! I'm worried about this guy's finishing. It's almost harder to miss that. He proper like just shanked at that. Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, so there's the second to youngest. He's not amazing as far as I understand. But then, yeah, the younger one is meant to be pretty darn sweet. Saber. And again, another shot wide. He's getting in. Oh, we got a free kick for that. We'll take that. Cordoba on the turn. Too far out, but I think based on how many players were in front of him, which was 0, we didn't have much else on. Right. Because this wasn't the team I was expecting, really, and we do need to think really about the stamina situation. I'm going to use this opportunity to bring on Weber, and I'm also going to bring on Samuel out wide for the moment. I know that could be a little bit premature, but we want to try and recover as many people as we can. And the main thing is I don't want to go down, or like, you know, down as in like draw or lose the game, because we seem to be drawing a lot, and we need to start seeing games off, I think, a little bit better than we are. Yeah, just talking as well about the new series coming. That, guys, if you want to see some, like, there's not going to be any trying or testing. That's going to be pure focusing. I'm going to play it like I do with Ultimate Team, because the aim is literally not to lose a game. not to drop a point even. That's what hopefully, as long as not lose, but even, yeah, I think we can achieve it with all those legends in the team. So it'll give you an opportunity to see the actual the exact tactics I use in Ultimate Team to ensure wins. It's not boring or anything like that. It's just like, you know, it's not the exact tactics. That's the life. If I play it on Ultimate and I actually want to do really well, it's quite boring because all I do is I just concentrate on what the AI actually does. So I don't try anything creative really. It's just about using the game's disadvantages to your advantage. Whereas with this series, a little bit more slack. Oh, go on then, Samuel. What a bit of defending. Oh, get off. There's a freaking fly in my face. Attracted to the mask. Get off. I think we're now to look at making that substitution soon. I think Corbs has just struggled a little bit with keeping up with the play. Samuel, good defending. Okay, let's aim for the big guy. Diaz is there. Some score predictions. I reckon it's going to be 5-0 to Belgium. Oh, Corbs, that was such a shock. He's got a really, really horrendous touch on him. It's like you're moving a fruit machine around. Samuel. Lots of space. So much space there. And that was a very, very tame shot. Or was meant to be. And it ends up just going crazily over the top. I always kind of, going back a few years ago, I was always like, that's well offside, mate. I was always like, oh, it'd be so cool if we could just get the Hazard brothers playing together. Imagine that, having three Hazards like just across the middle three, because you obviously got Thorgan who plays centre attacking midfielder. You have Eden who plays, he can play anywhere really, but let's just say on the left. And then his other brother. Oh, go on then, O'Leary. What a save. Who hopefully can play right wing. That'd be sick. Corbs. Diaz. Weber. We know he hasn't got a right foot, but he's got a left. William Weber. Oh. William Diaz. Oh, man. Just trying to get into the stride. Look how isolated he is there. Oh, waiting for O'Leary to hopefully make that run. He didn't. He just stood there. Right, let's make this final substitution. I'm not a fan at the moment of Cordoba. He's not very movable. Put it that way. But to be honest, we didn't expect to start him. It was a complete accident. This guy, on the other hand. Oh, unlucky. Hooja Dady. He's a good player. Oh, can he? Oh, go on in. Oh, he's barely been on the pitch a minute. The first strike was amazing. It just hit the post. And then the second one, like a bit of luck to come to him. And he gets himself another goal. What a celebration as well. And George, your dad's done it. He's done it again. Beautiful work. And he's just, he just intercepted that. Again, I just looked down just as I was, just as he got it. Dady, come on, let's just one man it. Why not? Really, this guy is amazing. I do like the Icelandic lad as well. Ooh. Unlucky. Oh. And we got Aurora, who I'm sure Aurora's going to come good for us. I've got no doubt Aurora's going to come good for us. Oh, that was unlucky, that. For Weber. Samuel's out there. Oh, can he make that? Yes, he can. Oh, my days. That would have been one of the goals of the season. How that defender just managed to stop that, I have no idea. Without giving away a foul. I'm not going to look at the replay because I know I'll probably be upset because it will be some kind of voodoo magic that allowed it. Probably going like through the player. You know how some of these animations can be sometimes. Sakara, go on then. Samuel on an overlap. Can he get the ball in again? Ah, too close to goalkeeper. Mamadov into Weber. Oh, Daddy's there. Oh, God. Just not quite working out for O'Leary. He manages to pick the ball back up, though. Great into Samuel. Samuel. And he struck it well enough. I'm definitely looking forward to... No offense to these guys, but I'm looking forward to using some different players. Okay, so for player of the stream purposes... well, Mamadov got man of the match, and that's for 2 goal assists, so I think it goes without saying he goes down. I think Dady as well for getting the crucial goal. So Mamadov and... Oh, come on. Mamadov and Dady. My pink notepad? It's not mine. Not as if that would be a bad thing. Mamadov and Dady. Right. Just a reminder, guys, like I said, we're going to be sending Simon out in before the next stream. And the next stream is actually going to be probably Friday because I'm doing the Legendary Legends on Thursday. Of course, England are playing tomorrow and I play football on a Wednesday. And I don't want to just have to try and cram it all in just in case, I can't guarantee it. So it give us plenty of time. Oh, I just realised I think Deborah forgot to meet us after the pitch. That's fine, we'll do it this time. We're going to be simming this game. Okay, let me just save it. Because we do need Deborah. Otherwise, we're going to have no players on any stamina. Alright, let's add here. Okay, cool. Gibraltar. Just like us. Just leave it in the comments and I will scout through and I won't give it away. You'll find out in the next stream when Simon comes back with a peach of a player. The next Messi, Ronaldo, he's gonna be someone that is, not to be messed with. Okay, so let's just go for this team because why not? Right. Let's do this. Now, this team won't lose any stamina, which is what we want. But we want the win, really. And we should be beating Yeovil with this team, for sure. Right, Prince gets some... Prince! In the space of 3 minutes, bags himself 2 goals. Come on, lad, get a hat-trick. Get a hat-trick. Dimov, I need to write Prince down for this sim game. So Prince goes down. Okay. Because Prince did score in one of the other sim games. It was only a draw. But that's good. Happy days. So we're in January now. This is the point in the old series we could use tokens. But of course, we can't use tokens. Cool. Let's disable the... Let's disable that. Rightio. So this game now, as you can see, the players didn't lose any stamina there, so we're happy days. I've disabled it, but there's a chance it may not work, which will be a little bit annoying. Okay. So against Carlisle, we'll mix the team around here. We'll go for this one. At least we won the last game. Diaz getting us on the score sheet straight away. Come on. Mamadov. Okay, this is a lot more convincing. Usually at this point, we're like either 0-0 or we're 1-0 down or... Yeah, something not great. Let's just try and avoid an injury now. We can concede one. Coops gets on the score sheet. Happy days. That's what we want. A game like that. Okay, next game is against Swindon. So we're simming that one. Playing the Norwich game. Alright, I'm going to have to... This is the only quite annoying thing with the table with some things when they are scripts. And that's what this is, they're scripts. So when it comes to the scripts, you can't just disable them. They linger in the background of the game. So I've just had to shut it down because otherwise there's just going to be that stamina that's just going to keep replenishing, which we don't want. So I'm just going to quickly load it up again. Yeah, that's the only bad thing with some of the stuff on the table that is that is scripted. That is just one of the bad bits, I suppose. But oh well. Take the good with the bad. Let's be fair, without this table, guys, this series wouldn't exist, and I wouldn't be playing FIFA. True story. Because I started like with I don't know about you guys, but I played this for years because I love football. But I used to play so much Ultimate Team going back years ago. But then I just hated it. I just ended up hating it because of all the... I don't need to go into that because everyone knows like where Ultimate Team kind of falls down. And I've been praying every year I look at... I go on YouTube and I have a look at... I type in like this year, I type in FIFA 19. FIFA 19 like features, like career mode features and stuff. Like just praying that they're going to release something that is just going to blow my mind. And... to be honest, I'm yet to really be astonished. I'm hoping FIFA 19 with the Champions League. I've got some high hopes for that because I do think with the Champions League in there, it should encourage them to push career mode because it's got everything. Then it's got like, especially with the Premier League, for example, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League rights, and Champions League. Like, come on, there's so much you can do that in career mode. Anyway, Dimov gets on the score sheet. Who played well last game? It was a bit... Diaz got... Dimov got a goal, so I put Dimov down. Prince gets another goal. So this is for player of the stream. We end up winning 2-0. Prince is getting a lot of goals outside of us playing here. Right, now we're going to rotate. And we're going to use this team. We're going to bring in Cooper there. We're going to bring in Clavins there. Anyone else? I want to make sure we are doing at least some good rotations. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to play O'Leary up front because I want to keep Dady rested for the Norwich game. That's going to be a big game. So, come on then. We start to pick things back up now. That's what, 2 wins? 3 wins even. How's it going, JMojo? Good to have you on the stream, mate. Rooney's going to DC. I'm looking down. Oh, Samuel's picked up an injury. He got a goal and he's picked up an injury. No, sorry, he didn't get a goal. Mamadov got the goal. Okay, that's not great. Please don't be a bad injury. Oh, shit! A freaking broken ankle! Do you guys remember how many broken ankles we had in the first Academy story? I swear we had like 4 broken ankles on the bounce. It was like every other week it was like, hey, broken ankle. Hey, broken ankle. We had like 4 players out of broken ankles at one time. We're like, what the frick, man? 7 weeks. That ain't good. Right. Oh, that's annoying. Let's just have a little look, actually. The injury status of Kai. Oh. Kai's only got 4 months left, guys. Only 4 months. Only the entire rest of the season. And, yeah, broken ankle, 7 weeks. That's fine. That's going to take us into the last stages of the season. We're in January, well, February, so March. Okay, so if we're lucky, we're getting back kind of end of March, maybe mid-March. Awesomeness. Okay. Oh, well. What can we do? Good job it wasn't Prince. Prince is in form. Oh, let's hope when we do the Dice of Destiny, let's hope that we don't get another injury. Oh, that's going to suck. Right, Aurora's going to start with Goodmanson. I know Deddy's in form. We'll bring Deddy on. Jesus, Conneray, JJ, Prince, Kano, yep. Bazaar, happy with that. KO, now I'm going to play Diaz. This is a must-win game. We need to go for our strongest team. Dimov, yep. Wolf, yep. Happy with this. Happy. There's no one else that no one else we're going to want. Okay, Daddy. Oh, do we start with Daddy? I'll tell you what, we're going to start with Daddy and Aurora. There's probably more chance of Daddy getting the goal. We're going to have Corbs on the bench also, because this is just a no-lost game. Saber, because he's got that strength behind him. You know what, we'll go with O'Leary. We want those two as well. Cool. We'll leave O'Leary off. We have enough striking force, I believe, to get the job done. Daddy in. Daddy is playing. He is playing amazing. That's what I love about this series, is because, like, you know, when you get, and it, like, sometimes, oh, we got fog. I'm going to change that, guys, because it will make it so difficult for you guys to watch it. We're going to have an early kickoff, and we're going to go for clear. Oh, that's freaking hazy. That would do. It's in between fog and clear. No, but yeah, what's the reason? Because I've always loved doing, like I said, before I came to YouTube, I was doing this by myself, like doing the academy story, so to speak. I would always send out the scouts in the way that I show in my videos, just to make sure that I can get not just the best ones, because the system itself is so slow, the players do grow so slowly. I just like doing that career mode and then that, yeah, kind of story playthrough. But what's great is you never quite know what to expect. So there might be a player that you think to yourself, like, this guy's going to be absolutely epic, and he ends up being absolutely shocking. And he just never, like I said, like with in JJ, with the man Fuentes, he had such a high rating in the last series, and I was like, this guy is going to be a beast. Never did he do anything really that was like too far out the box. Dady. Oh, good defending. And yeah, Dady, for example, I thought, I mean, Prince, I think that's a given. But I thought, oh, well done, Jesus. That's a ball and a half. He just couldn't quite bring it down. Yeah, you're right. The injuries did kill Fuentes massively. Do you remember the first season, or the second season? He was one of the guys that had a broken ankle, but wow, like, he was injured all the time. He never got, oh, good play. He never got any decent run out, really. Oh, I've still got face up, my bad. Conneray. Kano. No, get up, Kano, get up. Ah, there we go. One in Connery. Dimov. Okay, let's start getting some... Literally bad to say, let's start getting some passes together here because we're slacking a little bit in terms of pass accuracy. Let's just slow things down. Let's just think about what we're doing. Aurora. This is, yeah, the only place with Aurora really we're finding at the moment is he... That's a foul. Wow, it wasn't. Yeah, he's very much getting bullied when it comes to one-on-one balls, really. Well in Prince. Oh, that's nice work from Aurora. Oh, great work by Jesus. Oh, just on him. He was kind of flat-footed, to be fair, Dadey there. Had his back to goal. Well in. Oh, he's getting lost out there, the little lad, isn't he? Okay, that's good work by Dimov. Oh, until he just puts it out. Okay, focus, concentration. JJ, okay, here we go. You can get that first Diaz. He's not getting past you, not with that strength. This guy is on steroids for sure. Wow, what a run. Oh, Prince! Oh, Prince! That was a sensational run by Diaz. He just had to put the cherry on the top. What a ball. And he just sends it wide. That, considering his form, we would expect him to be doing that, putting that in the back of the net. JD, we know the form he's in. Going Kano well in. JJ, good work. JJ seems to be a little bit behind play today. Taking some quite heavy touches. He hasn't come to the office and complained or anything. No, he said he was enjoying his playtime. Look at Jesus. This guy's got pace in him. We'll take the corner. No one was in the box anyway. Well in. Two taken out of the game. Just like that. Sloppy from JJ. Massively sloppy. Dimov though. Dady. Oh, just lashed at that. Just a reminder, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, if you'd like to give it a thumbs up, that would be awesome. It's a good way, a good reflection. Oh, go on then, Prince, go on. Of course, if you're not enjoying it, feel free to leave comments and just any feedback. I always welcome feedback or suggestions or whatever. Hating on the mask, whatever you guys want to do. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Focus here. Oh, Jesus. Go on then. Oh. How's it going, Mad Bomber? Good to have you in the stream. See you later, George, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Come on, JJ. That was better. It was a heavy touch, but actually opened it up for him. Here we go. This is a stronger run. Just getting... That should have been really a foul. It was a bit naughty. Tippy saying, what's special about Connery? At the moment, to be honest, he started off the season really well. He's, again, another one that seems to be a little bit lost out there. Cheers, Olav Haug, for saying that you love the streams. Appreciate it a lot, mate. Okay, so it's half-time. Not the most exciting, but Norwich are a difficult team. They're a difficult team to break down. And try using more L1 for the forward runs. We'll try it. I do use it, but sometimes what can be a little bit unpredictable is when they stop the run, when you do it. But we'll give it a go. See, on the outside, I'm pushing it there. Oh, JJ. Goalkeeper went down. Ball wasn't anywhere near him. Okay, Jesus. That wasn't very good. Okay, this is Kano, so we shouldn't be worrying too much. He's got the pace. Just to contain. Well in. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Kano. That touch actually helped him out. I thought it was a huge touch. Kano still carried that run on. Oh. Considering he's like the quickest in the team, that defender was just running next to him like no man's business. Like, yeah, cheers, mate. No worries. Dady. Dady. Oh, I thought it was in. I was sure that was a goal. Right, we need to, unfortunately, we're taking off Aurora because, again, he is lost. We're not going to give up on him just yet. Not a chance, but he's definitely lost out there. JJ. Oh, man. Just slightly better than us, I'd say. Sample. Cool, right. Let's up this to attacking, I think. Not ultra, just attacking. What? There we go. Nice. Dady. Oh, how many times, man? You hit the ball against a player like 3 times. Come on, Dady, get that ball in. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit too physical for the lad, but maybe because, guys, he's a 5-5, so I mean, he can easily play out wide. Wow. Oh, he's just offside. Yeah, so I mean, if he have a lot more freedom out wide as well. Goodmanson. Oh, wow. Goodmanson. Ooh, that's a corner. Got to be. Yes, okay. Come on, JJ. Get a good ball in there. That's not the best. Kano. Diaz. Look at that run. Oh, is he going to drop it? Jesus, it was a great ball. He decided to bring it down, though, instead of running onto it, like kicking it in front of him. Right, defender's out of position. Oh, yeah, oh man. Right. Okay, now they're playing with the ball a little bit too comfortably. I don't like it when they start doing this because it does start to panic, to worry me that we're not going to be able to get the ball off them. Usually when the other team doesn't want you to get the ball, they're pretty good at achieving that. Oh, Dady! Come on, Dady! Dady! Oh! He strikes again. What composure. Puts it in the... Oh, what a finish that was. And he gets himself another goal. We finally get a little bit of freedom. That was just the persistence from the young lad. He took a great touch here. Was worried really about kicking it in front of him. Because I know sometimes if you kick it in front, it will take an extra heavy one just for, you know, just to wind you up. But he didn't need it. Just picked his spot, bottom corner. Keeper's not getting anywhere near that. Right, we need to bring this back down to defensive now. And we're going to go for a counter-attack. We're just going to make our last sub as well, though. Oh, sorry, not last sub. We haven't even made the other ones. So now would be a fantastic time to bring on Sakara for... okay, what do we do? JJ hasn't been... I think... Okay, I guess we bring on JJ. Yanazai and Sakara. The two wide guys don't really matter now. So we should hopefully be winning a lot more balls in the air. Let's make this substitution as quick as possible. Okay, pick up a free kick. Here we go. So we get the two tall lads in. And hopefully these guys will just keep it safe for us. Oh, how did he win that off Dady there? I'm sure he brought that down. Dimov. Yanazai. Into Goodmanson. Look at that. Do you see him holding on to Jesus? Cheeky little git. Shikara. Oh, beautiful work goal there. He's been on the pitch for 2 minutes. The big boy does it. The gentle giant. The green giant. Fantastic work. One sub linking up the other. Goodmanson, the Icelandic legend, running the line there. Look at that. He pings it in the centre of the box, right in the penalty spot. Literally, it was like a penalty. Apart from when you have that man running onto the ball, it's gonna fly like a runaway train. Oh, and Dady almost in again. Sakara, he is coming on leaps and bounds. Remember the pre-season? I was like, oh, this guy seems a little bit lost. He is phenomenal, but the same with Yanazai. Oh, Jesus has got the pace here, surely. Oh, Dady. Oh, good defending. I thought we were in again. We probably should have been. It's just... oh, that wasn't great by Yanazai then. But the two lads, I was just going to say, coming on and doing their job phenomenally. There he goes again. Oh, come on. Give us a break here, like, with the touches. I know the game likes to use the 80-minute script, but I hate it when your players just start taking the most ridiculous touches in the 80th minute onwards, because you're like, what? Come on. Oh, whoa, that's yours. Oh, Wolf just headed that. Oh, my days. Completely, I was like, oh, Wolf's going to just pick that up. Took us off guard, and he headed it. It wasn't a pass back. Not a chance it was a pass back. That is insane. Punished there, man. Massively. Silly mistake by Wolf. There's that silly touch I'm referring to. Right, we might have to go for some tactical fouls here because... Oh, or not. Oh, Goodmanson just dropping the shoulder. Oh, Yanazai's there to sweep it up, and we get a third goal. That's some justice there. Oh, Goodmanson perhaps should have been doing better. It wasn't the best of finishes from him. Oh. That was great work by Goodmanson. Took the defender out. It was, to be fair, he did the right thing. He opened his body up and just tried to go for the corner. The goalkeeper just guessed the right way. Lucky enough, just put it straight back into play. And the 6'6" lad, Yanazai, gets... is able to get us the third goal, which now cements it. I was a little bit worried then for a second. Jesus. Oh, what are they doing? Keeping hold of that. JD. Keep going, lad. Oh, and JD gets a fourth. He makes it 4. Gets himself his second goal. He had options to the right of him, but he said, nicht. Yeah, he's not German, but anyway, that's what he said. He didn't need it. And what a run that was. Gudmundsson there, just dragging the player off. Was that Januzaj again? The opposite end that time. He doesn't need it though, not with the form he's in. And this has now turned into an incredibly convincing game for us. What started off very slow, we weren't taking our chances, has now opened up, and that is the final whistle. Should have done a sweaty goal. Right. Okay, well it's 5-7. This game took a little bit longer. This stream here, guys. Look at this. Gudmundsson 9.4. Dady, Januzaj playing fantastic. Get himself a goal and an assist as well. So it's going to be. I mean, it's a difficult one because we can't forget that Prince has scored what 4 goals in the last few games. But let's go for player of the stream. We're going to put down Dady without a doubt. He's won a couple. Dady has. We put down Prince. We're going to put down Januzaj just for that game. Because, of course, that's freaking a good game for him to have that. And then we put down... We had Diaz. We had Mamadov for his first game. But I think Dady, Prince, Januzaj. I'll put Diaz down. These are probably wasted now. I can't imagine too many people are going to vote for Diaz. And... yeah, we'll keep it with those 4. So I'm just going to update the stream now. Let's go to iCards. Add card. Add pool. Player of the stream. 1, 2. Let's add the face back up actually. So first player is Dady. I mean, he's phenomenal. Prince, we still need to. I mean, Prince in the sim game's doing fantastic. Januzaj, it will be good to see him when we're actually using him a little bit more effective, perhaps. And then the final guy I said we'll put Diaz. So I've created that card, guys. You can either vote now, or you can vote, of course, once the stream's ended, whenever you want. But all the player of the streams, guys, they're being added up at the end. Okay, so they all get added up. And then at the end of the season, we're going to apply a token to the player that gets the most player of the streams. Right, now the only thing left to do is the bit where we poop ourselves a little bit because we have to do Dice of Destiny. Which, if you don't know what that means, you're going to find out. It basically means that we choose to go with fate and destiny for one of the players. Now, destiny, of course, as with life, it can be amazing. It can be Lady Luck one day, but the next day it could be the end of you. It could destroy you, and that's what that can happen in Dice of Destiny. So again, this time, very quick refresher. Dice of Destiny. What we do is we first of all throw a dice to determine how many dice we throw. That second throw will determine what player. It's done by shirt number. We can see here it says, for example, 1 dice is players 1 to 6. If we were to throw 5 dice, it will be players between number 5 and 30, so a very broad range. And then what we do is we throw 3 dice. Once we throw the 3 dice, that will determine this outcome right here. That outcome is either good or bad. We've already had 1 work crate gone, so that has been crossed off, but not on this. I obviously didn't update it. Basically, the best way to look at it, guys, is if it is a high number, we got to start panicking. 18, of course, being the highest. 18 will mean that we lose a player. They have a career-ending injury, and that means exactly that. They're gone. They can't come back from a career-ending injury. They get removed from the game, and yeah, that's it. Hard lines. So, it's very unlikely. It is unlikely, but it can still happen. anything can happen. So first of all, we need to throw the first dice. This will determine how many dice we're going to throw, so we can have an idea of the player that it could be. So 5 dice, okay. So that's a bit cheeky. All 5 dice, wow. So just a little recap there. All 5 dice is all 5 dice means that it's between players 5 and 30. Okay, so that is a huge range of players that it could be. So between 5 and 30. So now let's find out what player it's going to be. And it's oh, sorry, for a second then it just stopped and I thought the stream ended. That would have been awkward. So between 5 and 30. So what player is it going to be? Let's do this slow time. Let's zoom out a little bit. So number 6. Oh, it's higher than 6. 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 17. Oh, I just dropped the controller. Last one. Let me do that one again. Sorry, because that just rolled. It just kind of, that's what it was on. So I said 17. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, because those two have changed. 17. Oh, 18, 19. So it's number 19. Number 19, guys. Let's just have a little quick look in game. Who is number 19? Oh, for God's sake. Controller on the floor. It's all kicking off. Right, number 19. I'm slightly worried. It's not like a 7 or anything, so that's White. Okay, Oscar White. I'm not panicking unless it's a good one. If it's a good one, then it sucks because we don't want him to have like 5-star skill moves. Right. 2 defenders. What are the odds in this, guys? Anyway. Right, now let's throw the 3 dice. The 3 dice are going to determine the outcome. So we get the second up so we can do it. Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, that sucks. All right, I'm going to have to move the camera to that one and then we'll do it. So here we go. First dice. So it's 3 dice we're going to throw. This will determine the outcome. Remember, guys, if it's high, then this is bad. This is bad. Okay, 3. That's good. 5. 6. Very low, okay. Incredibly low. So, that's a good thing. Unless it's something absolutely amazing. So 6... so 6 is... Freaking... I did just say 6, didn't I? Plus 1 skill moves. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to... Are we really... I did say 6, didn't I? I've literally... Because the dice just changed. I'm looking down at it and it's not. It doesn't say 6. But it was definitely 6. It was low, wasn't it? 11. It was 11. Change and position. Oh, crikey. My bad, guys. I don't know where I got that from. Right, so it's 11. So we can change his position. Or add a position. I'm a little bit worried because we're getting rid of the good ones on players that we wouldn't... they wouldn't be a huge loss. But what's annoying is, yeah, this is... okay. Anyway, so we can change his position. That's not as kind of clear-cut as we perhaps like. Where would we like the New Zealander? Where are you? So what position? He plays left back, centre back. Where do we change him to? Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. So it was 11. So it is right. We can't re-roll the dice, I'm afraid. Next time I'll make it a little bit. What was a bit disappointing there is that I rolled it and then I was calculating it, but because I was rolling, I need to take the dice out, I think, once I've rolled it, because then I'd throw the next dice in and then it would change it. So it just confused me a little bit, but it was 11. So we can just change the position. I think it was 11. I'm trusting you guys on that. So we can, if we want, change his position. Honestly, I don't really know what to do with that. Because where would we want to change him to? I'll tell you what, we'll add right back. Because why not? Okay, so the Dice of Destiny. Admittedly, the last 2 times has been a little bit underwhelming, considering there is a lot of options in there for some pretty bad things. But also, there is some incredible things in there. However, at the moment, the last 2 streams, we've had 2 defenders that you would say we didn't really want that Destiny on them. So at the moment, Destiny's being cruel to us because it's picking players that we really don't need to touch. Which worries me because it means that perhaps, yeah, when the bad stuff comes, it's going to be to the guys that we really, really don't want it to happen to. Goalkeeper. Change him to goalkeeper. Happy days. Right, guys. We're going to call it a day there. We got player of the stream up. We've done the Dice of Destiny. I'll make sure that gets applied. I have a little think about actually what position we will change him to, or add to his collection. But for now, the game has just kicked off, so I'm going to go watch that, and I implore you guys to do that as well. We didn't get to the first, unfortunately, but that's fine. We're also just going to play it by ear. Thank you very much for stopping by. If you did enjoy the stream, if you could give it a thumbs up, that would be amazing. I'll see you very soon. And if you'd like to join us on Thursday for the new series, brand new series, Legendary Legends, that will be a lot of fun with Legends. We're not allowed to lose a game on the Legendary difficulty, of course. And with the adjusted sliders, we can't lose a game. It's going to be pretty darn awesome. And it'll give you guys an opportunity to see the tactics that I use when I play Ultimate Team to make sure I finish really high. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of an educational experience as well. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the game tonight or whatever it is you're doing. Take it easy. See you later.